Okay. All right. Hey, everyone. If the camera looks funny, it's because it's crooked. I'm in my car. I don't have the setup for my car. So, yeah. But I just want to make this quick video about, like, not letting your ego lead you. And the thing that made me think about this was a conversation that I had with a coworker who has a higher position than me. And I had a meeting with them. Um, and I just expressed, I had a meeting with them. I'll just leave it at that. And the person said something within the meeting that just kind of like, I wouldn't say that it would necessarily shade, but if I would have let my ego get in the way, it could have been perceived as being shady. And there were even some things that the individual said that it was just like, oh, this how you think. Like, you think that, yes, you have a higher role or a higher position, but that means that you can't do the things that, someone in a position that's lower than you, it means that you can't do the things that they do. And, I feel like if anybody watches this video and they have their own opinions about it, it's kind of like, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But, and I will agree to a certain extent, but it's just like, if something, it's like working in a group project. You might be tasked as the person that has to make sure that the thing is submitted to the teacher. But that doesn't mean that you cannot also be the researcher. So like, or the person collecting information, or like the person even, like, that doesn't mean that you can't be involved in making sure things are moving for the entirety of, for the group. And so, like, when that individual said that thing to me regarding, like, when they said that thing to me, I'll just leave it at that. When they said that thing to me, I was just like, oh, this is the type of person that you are. You let your title, you let your ego lead you. And because a title, yes, it designates the type of work that you do on occasion. I mean, it designates the type of your priority work, or the type of task that you do, basically as an everyday thing. However, I mean, they even said in job descriptions, however, like, what is written here is not going to be all that you do. And even on job descriptions, and when I see that, I'm like, that's some shady ass shit. Like, what else you got me doing? Or what else you want me to do? But I just think that the whole idea is that, like, yes, I know that these, like, what's written in this job description is like your primary task, but on occasion, and even better, rarely, there may be times where you might have to do something that might be, like, maybe out of your scope of work. If you choose to do it, if you choose, I mean, yeah, that may be out of your scope of work. But, and I'm not saying that it's a good thing, and I'm not saying, like, I'm not even encouraging it. I'm just saying that sometimes shit just be like that. Like, if you live in an apartment and it's like, damn, like, I'm calling, the leasing office, telling them about this infestation that's going on. Maybe you live in a not so good area. Girl, boy, been there and done it. And so, like, you tell them, like, it's bad over here. What you gonna keep doing? Like, you gonna just wait for them to, you gonna keep badgering them and annoying them? Because you can do that. You can sue them. Like, are you just gonna wait until they actually do something, or are you gonna do something? And you can take legal precautions afterwards. And that do something could be like you spraying your own home, you fogging your own home, you putting down traps. You are the one that's taking the initiative to make sure that this shit is getting handled. And I just feel like that's kind of like the same thing like with the job. It's like, no, that is not your responsibility. However, on very rare occasions, you might have to be doing these things, and just based off of the capacity that we have, you might have to be doing these things. And so like, yeah, but like just even that conversation and just meeting the different people that I have just met throughout my life is just like, it's not like I'm like no new friends at all, but it's just like, oh, I peep the vibe that you're on, and that just doesn't mesh well with me. And so instead of me arguing with you, instead of me, getting offended like I could have, based off of the comment that the individual said, I'm just going to be like, oh, I peep gang. It is what it is. This is how this person thinks. We think differently. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to be true to myself, stand my ground, stand on what I believe in. Hopefully you see what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. Either way, I'm just going to keep it moving. But it just was a reminder for me that, you just have to move like that in different situations. And you can't let your ego lead you. Because I think that is, in my opinion, I think that it will be an issue for this individual or individuals that's like that. Like, they just feel like a title gives them worth. And it's like, you ain't too good. Like, and I'm not too good. We're all not too good. And so, I don't know. So that was just a reminder yesterday was just a reminder that, don't let my ego get in the way of my own progress, because it can rear its ugly little head, especially if somebody catch you on a bad day. And so that's just my message to you in this video. Like, don't lead with your ego. Listen to understand. And even during that conversation, I had to remind myself, listen to what they're saying. Chill, girl. Listen to what they're saying. Don't react. Just listen and comprehend the message. So that is all for me, and I'll see you on